It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
And his first pass is incomplete. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On play action, Cousins. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Eagles at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-2. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And that's what we've seen from his defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Hurts throw here, going to be caught by Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Alpha. 73. Delta.
Throwing is Hurts. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Silver, ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Yellow.
Here's Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have the feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hey, no, easy.
To throw, Cousins. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 21-0 our score after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Into space at the 45. Still going. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Benson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, out is And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Call up Yeti. 63. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw. Very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
73, 73,
Second down, here's Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now 3rd down.
Tiger Hornet. Alpha. No touch.
He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
73, 73.
They'll drop to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Go Silver, ready? Crowd left, Yanni. No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
63, 63.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and a round is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll set up a throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Hurts. And that one to the right side and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, 73, 73.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 35 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
A 1st down throw for Cousins.
This is taken in by McBride.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
On 2nd down now. It's Benson.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking the ball.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Hurts.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, easy, 63, pass. 73.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Yeti. Call up Yeti.
Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Jordan Davis gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff up the middle. Benson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Evans. 51 yards. And the Cards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Prater for the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Goes right back to Smith again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hey, Silver.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Great. Set.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 49, Cardinals 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got... It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Cardinals.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Open man here is Benson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Listen to me. Hey, kid! Yellow!
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. That is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Cardinals 28. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner,